Here to perform only off their new album, Shadow Zone, this is Static X.
Yeah, I believe the Earth is flat. I don't believe that we landed on a moon. Mankind has only been up to 1,000 miles above the Earth's surface.
Well, on NASA though, can I read something? I found this really interesting comment in my little research on YouTube. Okay. To imply that the Earth is flat, you aren't just saying that NASA is lying. You aren't just saying there's a conspiracy within a single company. You're implying there's a conspiracy involving the world's 71 space agencies, 13 of which have launching capabilities. Not only are you saying all 71 of those agencies are lying about the shape of the Earth, but every single person in them is lying or being fooled by their respective companies. Furthermore, every single astrophysicist in the world is, by your implication, a scam artist getting paid to do research through telescopes and instruments that would be useless if the world were flat. So roughly 75,000 people are lying about what they do for a living. Not only is it absurd to even imply that NASA program that under the United States government could possibly pull off this sort of conspiracy, but the fact that all 71 space agencies around the world are also taking part in some conspiracy, and every astronomer and astrophysicist and astronaut is also part of the same. It just seems that so many different people are involved in this major conspiracy.
Yeah, all the. So
I guess. Yeah.
So all the.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a... I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. Right. Fucking thing sucks. Yeah.
Warning. The Geek Room features videos from the internet and are for mature audiences only. If you would like to support the podcast, click on any of the affiliate links down below like Dank Geek, Amazon, and Player One Coffee. Or go to our Patreon and sign up. We also allow people to come on to defend their videos. If you would like to defend your video, email us or message us on our Facebook page. Enjoy.
And we are live. How's it going, everybody? Frank here with Bran and the Godless Iowan. He's here to puke and prolapse his anus.
That's right. Yeah. I have my bucket here.
I love a man that's prepared. So
that's right.
I like that high energy right off the rip there, Frank. I like that.
I'm working out and I'm feeling good. Though I am having a beer, but anyway, beer's always good for you, no matter what.
I was about to say that should increase the feel good factor, should it not?
Yeah. So so how is everybody doing today? We are back again. We missed Tuesday because Red had a reschedule, which is totally fine. That's going to be next Tuesday at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Reds going up against Kennedy Walker, and I really, 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 really hope that he just completely destroys them. As you know, I run the channel. I got it here on my phone. I see everybody's fucking comments. He's getting kind of cocky. So it just needs to say. So,
Kennedy?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you saw how he handled getting his ass handed to him in the last little discussion we had. Like, he pulled the G-Man. He really thought he won.
He did. He thought he won. So, how's my sound to everybody in the chat? By the way, I'm kind of against it, but I thought I had it still fits. But anyway, so
I think we're just lucky we have something to run the show on.
Yeah, that's true. Little backstory too. Reason why I wasn't missing on the non-sequitur show a couple of days is my computer went down. Kind of scary. We thought it was a hard drive thing. Turned it on, nothing, just black screen. So I took it up to Geek Squad because we got it from Best Buy. And
dude, you know they took all that Rain Florence stuff in the computer to the FBI. Keep an eye on this fucker.
Motherfuckers watching people shove fucking green chilies up their asses. What the fuck is wrong with them? That basically what they told me is while laptop can stream and it's good for streaming, it is not built for streaming. So I had to get some parts replaced, which if you see the GoFundMe go through up, this is part of the reason. So I wanted to just go ahead and throw this out there. For the 100th episode, it is going to cost us more than we thought it did. Between the rooms and the cameras and the mics and stuff like that we need. Trust me, you guys it's so fucking going to be worth it. If you can put the pieces together, you could probably guess what it is. Hopefully we'll have a video out for you guys. But if you're Patreon, you already know. But
I'm still guessing that it's just you guys tag teaming Rain Florence.
Maybe.
Close.
Oh.
But the GoFundMe is also going to include a desktop to where I can stream our show better in a non-sequitur show and make sure nothing like this ever happens again. So that's what's going to be pretty much
part of the GoFundMe. So guys, if you feel generous enough and want to donate to that, links down below, and as you'll see Nightbot throwing it up. And in no way we're trying to take advantage of GoFundMe, because I know that's already was kind of thrown out a little bit, but luckily I kind of told her, like, well, we are kind of art and film, so it still applies, and she's like, fine. So that's going on. If you guys want to, feel free to donate to there. We also, all super chats is going to go to it. Every little bit that we make from this show and the GoFundMe is going straight right into this to make this show really fucking epic. And trust me, guys, me and Brand are really fucking excited. We really want to tell you, but we really want to tell you in a video. Because we got a lot of guests lined up, like Poison the Well, Pimp Monk, Sharer from the Pimp Monk show, Hellbent might be there, and just a lot of other people, Steve and Kyle from the Non Sequitur show. Trust me, it is going to be a big goddamn event, and we need just a little extra stuff to kind of push it and make it through. I thought you were done picking on the mentally deficient. Oh, that was to Steve. So, but before that, we do have
that?
Red Venture.
I'm saying, like, who said we were done picking on the mentally deficient?
That was to Steve. So.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, have you seen the show?
Yeah.
If we stop doing that, we just have to cancel it.
Real quick, we do have some shilling, because a couple of our Patreons are paying us to shill, so we got to shill them. You want to do it, Brian, or you want me to do it? Does not matter.
The sponsors?
Yeah, the sponsors.
Sure enough. I'll tell you what, I'll take, let me take James, and you can take the others, all right?
Okay.
Just because, you know what, guys? I think it's more my place, because I've known James longer than most of you have. I've met him in person, which is a thrilling thing.
James may be part of the show too, by the way, just to let you know.
Yeah, James actually doesn't live too far away from Frank and I. So with that in mind, this 100th episode, not saying too much, may feature some in studio, so to speak, guests. Yes. We're working on that, but kind of going back to James's channel, you guys. Okay, so here's the thing. And I'm going to take a lot of good quotes. I'll paraphrase, obviously. I don't have it written down in front of me, but some of the things that have been said about James's channel. There was one comment I saw in a live stream one time that was along the lines of, if you're ever feeling bad about yourself, just go watch James's videos. So, guys.
Poor fucking James.
From a comedic standpoint, obviously, good reason to go check it out. But the guy, here's the thing, on a more up and up thing here, you're going to be hard pressed to find any other channel like his.
Yes,
point blank.
It is one in a million.
And to be honest with you, there are people that are into that kind of stuff. I mean, if you look, the comparisons we used to draw to him in like an adult, almost like an Adult Swim setup, the way that he does things. I mean, you got to look at the fact that that's something that's been pretty popular. So I think there is like a niche for James, and I think that he just needs the right people to see what he's doing, and he can build a really good subscriber base off of that. So you guys, if you haven't already, go check him out.
Also, we have hashtag Stay Negative. It is a variety of all things, comedy to music to art, specializing in live entertainment and thriving on crippling cynicism. We also have, if I fuck this up, I'm sorry, Olsbijack. He plays, records racing games with funny live commentary while trying to crash, slam, and take out as many other cars, cops, etc. that he can. Always a great time. Go check out his 100+ episodes. All the links down below. Make sure you check them out. Great channels. I like them. So, but yes, then that's pretty much just chilling.
So let's get into the videos.
Let me bring it back up to the fuckiness.
Get it up, Riff.
I need pimp. All right, so let's see where we are first.
Could alien?
I fucking love this.
Scared.
I fucking love this shit. I feel really bad laughing about it. A couple's unborn son looks like an alien from Mars Attack.
What?
What? Wait.
It's in our thumbnail. I purposely put it in our thumbnail, but I'll just play it. Fuck.
Could aliens
right.
be in our future? When this woman got an MRI scan of her unborn son.
Oh my god.
Shit.
I know
Oh,
MRI scan,
that
but
is not what you want to see.
Oh shit. I gotta tell you though, I probably, even though there's the resemblance, I wouldn't go Mars Attacks first. I'm going Omen or some shit first. Jesus.
This is the picture you see when you're trying to decide whether to abort or not.
honey,
It's like,
I'm sorry.
Is the kid looking at me like, don't you fucking do it? Or is he like, kill me? You know, take your pick.
Unborn
The
son.
kid looked
She
relatively
thought
normal.
so. Take a look at the
Yeah.
Martians in Mars Attacks. Now,
All right, so did the mother? Because here's the thing: did the mother come like, "Hey, look at my son! It looks like a Mars Attack," or she posted a picture and Inside Edition caught this and it was like, "Holy fuck, we got to run this as a story." Because if so, that's kind of insulting to the mother. Like, we want to run a story about your son that looked like the Martians from Mars Attack.
She posted this picture on her Facebook, and one of her friends was just like, "Oh, I've got a story here."
That one friend that just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm usually that friend and that whole bunch too. So.
take a look at Laura's
That's me. I don't
sonogram of
care
her son,
about your
Lucas.
kid.
When we had the scan and we realised that he was healthy and he was okay, we managed to see the funny side of it.
She laughs now.
Cause like I don't find this fucking funny. Think about this: the internet's gonna be around for a long time, pretty much, and YouTube most likely is gonna be around. This kid's gonna run across this fucking story and be like, "What the fuck, mom? Like, the hell? You sold
took
me
money?
out for like 51 minutes of fucking fame. Fuck you." Can we tell
You know,
this image has been altered? I don't know.
This kid, he's going to be traumatized, but I can say that the picture of him in the womb, as well as the picture outside, just as creepy. Kids creep me out.
Oh, if he was my kid, his nickname would be Ack. So.
I mean, there's just something about it that they've got an agenda. I'm telling you, the kids out there, they have something that they're wanting to plan, and it's probably to take over the earth after I'm
An
dead.
invasion, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But you gotta love Inside Edition. You have to love Inside Edition. It's like it has not been a news dry day in like several weeks. But they decide anyway.
No.
Hey, we're gonna run this ugly ass sonogram picture of this fucking kid as news. Gotta love them.
But every once in a while,
When he doesn't get his own way sometimes, he
looks
pulls
at you
a
and goes,
certain face, and I just get the flashback. in
He looks
my
at his
head.
brother like, motherfucker, I'm gonna phase you with my torpedo bombs. So. Damn, man. That's fucked. Checking for the mark of the beast.
Geraldo, if the president in the UK and France decide...
I'm sorry, Allison.
If the president in France
kinda
and the
pissed off that he
UK decide to
interrupted her.
strike Syria, don't you think that story would be a bigger story than Comey's book that's released on Tuesday?
Again, I apologize for the delay in
He's
stepping on
corpsing.
you, Ainsley, but I think that the United States, the United Kingdom, and France certainly have the military wherewithal. Indeed, the United States could do it on its own, strike Syria, strike Assad's resources, military assets in retaliation for the gas attack, the horrifying gas attack that.
So here's my question. Are you wearing a tinfoil hat if you think that there's maybe something to this? Like, I mean, in just a way where this was said before that ever happened, and then it happened?
Yeah, are they trying to be as obvious about it as possible? Like, okay, yeah, Comey's book's coming out. But you know what? I'm pretty sure something's going to happen that's pretty cool later. It's going to overshadow it.
I mean, I'm just saying, if some bombs were to be dropped, I mean, people would forget about that book, right? Right?
And they know that he's watching. So they're talking to the president saying, hey, there's this book coming out. If you were to drop any bombs, nobody would talk about the book. And he just started tweeting, like, yeah, we're dropping bombs.
Fuck you, Comey. One-upped your ass, bitch. Look at Geraldo. Why is he still relevant? The best thing he ever did was get a chair to the face on national television.
He needs another one.
Capone's
Keep him relevant.
They should have locked him in Capone's vault after there was nothing in it.
That's right.
Fuck out of here.
Look, there's nothing in it. There's no.
Are most people that watch this old enough to remember Capone's vault being opened?
Probably not.
Dude, I barely do.
I do. I remember we were watching it, and it was just the biggest letdown, even for the little kid that I was.
You thought it'd be like bunches of money, some guns,
Yeah.
maybe a dead body of a hooker.
Something.
Maybe
Just
his
something.
body.
There could have been a dead rat in there, and it would have been okay. But there wasn't even.
Fuck, just give us a dead rat. Just like throw a body in there before you open it, jackasses.
We all expected Amelia Earhart and the plane to be in that son of a bitch, and Sasquatch's remains, and
Yeah.
What was
none
the
of the
baby that went
above.
missing too?
Oh, the Lindenberg baby,
Yeah, he was in there too.
The Ark of the Covenant could have been in there. Geraldo's face could have melted as they opened it.
Oh man, good shit. It looks like it has melted a little bit
We're
though.
watching what the reaction from the Russian government is. They claim that these strikes are an attack against them. Now, Syria right now is the battleground for a number of different conflicts and a few proxy wars that are ongoing there. Russia and Iran are allied with the Assad regime there, essentially keeping it in power. The Russian
All right, before we start in all this bullshit, I have been watching some videos lately of a lot of people who just went in like, Trump's going to be different, and now they're bitching about Trump being like everybody else. Did you think he was going to be any different?
Mission
you had
accomplished,
two candidates
right?
that were. Who was it? Bernie Sanders and wasn't it Johnson? I forgot his fucking name. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Well, I sincerely hope that I'm not spoiling anything later, but has anyone here seen the Alex Jones tantrum?
We have it. We have it pulled.
Do you? Okay.
That's one of the videos I was talking about.
Wonderful. I mean, he just goes crazy.
Gary Johnson. It's
even more so than usual.
Yeah.
People who voted for Trump are pissed off because, he didn't, he didn't fulfill. He was what was it? A non-interventionist. He ran his whole campaign about keeping our noses to ourselves.
Yeah. America first.
Yeah.
Exactly. So is he just a straight up liar from jump, or is it the fact that the wall, pun intended, is crumbling down on him?
I think it's that. I'll just straight up say that I think the wall's crumbling down and things are not looking good in the news, and so he needed another story to get things off of his story.
There's also something that was going around about U.S. and somewhere else having oil, some oil lines going through there too, and stuff like that.
There's two different ones that were being brought.
No, it was U.S. and Russia.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much that was true, but it wouldn't surprise me. But at the same time,
the phrase was uttered.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished. Right. Who does that remind you of? Another former president, another or a former Texas oilman, perhaps? W. And both times that phrase has been uttered by recent presidents has been just looked at with absolute mockery. Isn't that interesting? Mission accomplished and you're mocked.
Well, especially when the mission has just started.
Both times.
That would be like playing Monopoly, and the very first roll, you land on a property, you buy it, and you're like, fuck yeah, I won.
Mission accomplished.
I got one of the blue ones. I'm good.
Yeah.
There's oil in them there deserts.
Ambassador to the United States has just provided a statement. Anatoly Antonov, he says, quote, again, we are being threatened. We warn that such actions will not be left without consequences. Insulting the president of Russia is unacceptable and inadmissible. The U.S., the possessor of the biggest arsenal of chemical weapons, has no moral right to blame other countries. Now, over the past several...
Where the fuck was the rest of that tweet? Like, he did, did he, like, paraphrase some of it or something?
Once they started talking shit about America, they were like, yeah, it just goes on from there. We're never wrong, no matter what we do.
Yeah.
America.
Days, Russia has warned against an attack on its ally, the Assad regime. The UK, the US, France, and others have fought with Russia at the United Nations Security Council over this. Russia has denied the chemical weapons attack and then blamed the British government for staging it. Russia agreed in 2013 to destroy Syria's chemical weapons. The US says the Russians...
I don't know how I feel about this, but I know that it's...
We're fucked.
We're pretty much fucked.
Yeah.
So.
No good can come of it. I mean, let's be real.
I mean, they were, from what was said, gassing their own children and citizens, but at the same time, I mean, we kind of stuck our noses into something that wasn't ours and a long time ago and got our asses handed to us.
Team America, World Police.
But... Again, I think it's going to be one of those kind of things where we stick our noses into it and then get our asses handed to us. Or at least start a Cold War.
Well, I mean, someone tweeted out something kind of interesting today, and it's right on some levels. Kind of going back to the whole America can do no wrong thing. It was tweeted out a picture. I retweeted it earlier, where they were asking people in a newspaper column what they thought about what had went down. And one lady... pretty eloquently answered, I'm just glad Syria didn't bomb us first for poisoning our children in Flint, or perhaps gassing the natives at Standing Rock.
Yeah, I've seen that shit. Mrs. Snarky said, yes, but that's been going on a long time. Why now? Before impartial investigations could... It's true.
True. We're bombing people 24-7.
That
Honestly.
Mrs. Snarky, she is very smart.
Yes.
I'm forced to say this.
Contractually obligated.
Yeah.
He wants a pee-pee kiss.
That's right.
Well, shit, who the fuck am I to judge at this point?
Exactly. He could have helped. He could help Syria by providing shelters to the refugees, but of course, war is the only option because you got that little guy, Cotton Hill, right back behind him. They bomb him. They took machines, just like Bush and shoot my friend in the face, dude.
Cheney,
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I thought my friend was a what did he say?
I think a quail or something.
A quail, yeah. What the fuck?
So, yeah.
It just seems like we're going to be going into this again, into another conflict in the Middle East that's just going to last for years and years and years. And then eventually we'll go, okay, well, I guess we're pulling out. And
look, we fucked up.
Well, I mean, it's just going to be a part of that continuing cycle that I think we're just going to keep doing from now on, which is like, we'll vote in Republican. That didn't work. We'll put in a liberal. Well, that didn't work. Well, let's put someone from the right back in again. Like it's never going to do anything because, I mean,
this square piece is going to finally fit in this fucking circle hole in one day, so. But sorry, that's the only thing I can think of. Fuck this shit.
And Mom 2 baskets with boy clothes, and this was one of the shirts in it. I thought it was like McDonald's.
I thought you said Now to wait a minute. Did the mom buy this shirt? Of course, mom probably had to buy this shirt. I can see that maybe the kid saying like, "Oh, look, it's McDonald's." I don't know the reference of 2 legs and the stilettos, but the mom had to see this before then, like before even checking out. Unless she just like, "Here, let's throw it back."
Maybe mom McLoves the twat. You don't know.
True, but
possible. Maybe he has 2 mommies. Who knows?
No, it was a hand-me-down.
At that
Holy
McDonald's,
shit.
you don't want.
Oh, really?
You don't, at that McDonald's, you don't want the quarter pounder with cheese.
That's not American cheese. It's cottage.
You don't want to put your Big Mac in that.
No. And for not monitoring her son's clothing close enough. Oh man. So she
talking over the music so we don't get hit with
So who gave the kid the shirt? That's the question. Exactly. Like, it says she didn't monitor his clothing, but who gave the kid the shirt?
Yeah, we don't want to answer that question. Anytime it comes back to the parents. Ooh.
His older brother. He's the only child. Shut up.
His uncle.
Yeah.
Always blame the uncle.
You can tell that's a pair of legs right there and an ass. Like,
yeah.
There's no like mistaking that. Like, unless she's impaired in the mornings or she is. I don't know. Like, how can you mistake that as the McDonald's sign when you can see the stilettos?
I want to be the teacher who has to say something about this.
Like,
this is the shirt that my uncle Ralph gave me after we watched the videos, and he gave me the night medicine.
It's 2 chicken nuggets.
Yeah,
that's a great call. But the mom was in for a surprise when Anthony got home and was sent home from school. She must have been in a rush or something. I want to know who gave it to him.
I can't see. Yeah, who gave it to the kid?
I don't know if I'd call it X-rated.
Nah, that's not X-rated.
No.
That's kind of PG-13, I guess. Somewhat.
Yeah.
You shouldn't. I promise from now on to monitor what my kids are wearing. That's what you're supposed to do. You kind of look at your kid. Yeah, that looks good. Let's go to school. Not like fucking.
Before today, I was just like. Before today, I was like, get the fuck out of the house. Just go. I don't even care if you're wearing pants.
How about underwear? Get the fuck out.
You still here, boy?
By the way, people, Snapchat is turned on. If you feel like donating.
Snapchat?
Snapchat. Yeah, this is Snapchat thing. Super chat. Oh, okay. One of the chats. Something.
Donate your reindeer pictures through Snapchat.
We desperately need them.
See, this story just doesn't really add up. I do like that it's on Fox News, so some elderly conservative person was probably watching it and had a heart attack when they saw this picture.
God!
They said this. They said it's a ad.
I haven't seen pictures like this since the war.
Oh, shit. All right, let's see what else we got.
Mr. Zuckerberg, I remember well your first visit to Capitol Hill back in 2010.
He's not.
You spoke
human.
to the Senate Republican High Tech
we're
Task
wrong with
Force,
this.
which
He's
I
not
chair.
human.
You said back then that Facebook would always be free. Is that still your objective?
Senator, yes,
Von Hilton.
There will always be a version of Facebook that is free. It is our mission to try to help connect everyone around the world and to bring the world closer together. In order to do that, we believe that we need to offer a service that everyone can afford, and we're committed to doing that.
Well, if so, how do you sustain a business model in which users don't pay for your service?
This guy right here has made so much money. He's like, why haven't you not made money off?
Yeah.
Like, I'm flabbergasted right now. What is your secret?
I've never heard of the internet or advertisements or anything as such.
So after I boot up Windows 95 and I log on to America Online, then where do I go?
What the hell is the Internet Explorer?
This is a guy that still pays for porn.
Can't get on Facebook on a Tandy. Sorry, bro.
Senator, we run ads.
Look at the fucking look he's getting.
Okay.
That's the smirkiest asshole.
There's no way he's a fucking human. Back that shit up. Like, watch as his face just like it's programmed. It's like, okay, now smile. Like ones and zeros just going through his processor.
I fucking love both of their reactions right now.
Nailed it.
Like, his reaction is like, the fuck you just say? And he doesn't have a reaction. It's just all computer and stuff like so. It's fucking great.
I see. That's great.
Hey, NBC.
I by the way, I got one of those. I don't know if either one of you guys got it or anyone else out there got it, but I got the little paragraph when I logged on to Facebook on my PC saying that, oh yeah, one of your friends had used the This Is Your Digital Life app. And so Cambridge Analytica probably got some information from your public profile, birthday, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I got that on my Facebook.
Awesome, right? Good stuff.
I don't know. I haven't been on Facebook most of the day.
I've been slowly but surely migrating more so to Twitter myself.
Same here. I used to spend a lot of time on Facebook, and now it's almost entirely Twitter.
It's just where I post my Jesus picture, and that's about it.
When Twitter upped its character count and stopped including the names in your tweets, like it took away characters for putting in @. When they did away with that, it made Twitter so much better and so much just more fun.
Now, if we could only edit tweets, I'd be fully on board.
Damn straight. Because I hate ducking. Spelling.
Unique approach to.
Sorry, I don't know why I had to think about that. I was like.
I hate this ducking shot.
Yeah. So teachers gets bats as a reminder to fight back in a shooting.
So we've upgraded from rocks.
Yes. Can we?
Let's see.
Can we have like the teachers from the rocks and the teachers from bats kind of?
Mini. And they're mini bats. Like maybe we can have a little game out of it. You know, no shooter today. Let's go outside and play. You know?
Safety at one Pennsylvania school district is now making national headlines. The Mill Creek Township School District in Erie County has decided to arm its teachers with baseball bats. The move is in response to recent school shootings nationwide.
Okay, one I can see if it was a pretty good bat, aluminum bat maybe, you know. By some chance the shooter could be horrible at shooting, hit the bat and ricochet hit him. I don't know. But if it's like I don't know exactly the size right yet, but if it's like this long, I don't know what you're gonna do besides chunk it at the guy, piss him off like the Rock people did, and you know. So
hey man, you obviously missed that episode of The Walking Dead where Negan caught a bullet in his bat.
True.
That's what's going to happen here.
You know what? I think this is where they draw the inspiration. That bullet caught the bat. All right, buy a bunch of little bats now, and we're gonna arm ourselves.
Wrap them in barbed wire and name them.
So teachers, if you hear that someone has an AR-15 on campus, what you need to do is take this bat, and since you're a teacher, you probably weren't that great at sports to begin with. Take this bat and then just go after them. Yeah. While they're shooting you, we'll get all the kids out.
Which is that one guy in that everybody hates.
Ironically, the only teacher that didn't get a bat, the gym coach.
Yes, exactly. We thought he already had one.
Says the wooden bats are primarily symbolic, but they are an option for teachers to use.
What the fuck? What the hell is that? That's a tiny little.
Resort. Symbolic of your failure as an administrator?
We wanted to protect our teachers, but we didn't want to spend a lot of money.
All right, here's. I just seen this.
You got to buy those. You got to buy the football team their shit, man. Come on.
Yeah. I seen on a picture that was going around on Facebook, and I shared it. This teacher created a lock where she screw in, I think it was like the screw, the hanger screws into the door frame, has a nice little a wire or a hanger or something like some kind of wire thing that she roped around.
Like bolts into the cinder block.
Yeah, and when the school shooter's gone by, if they try to get in, it just locks. They can't get in there. And one of the schools, what if he busts through the window and tries to reach in? It's like, we just measured it and it's too long. The whole school implemented that system. That's probably going to work a little bit better than a fucking rock and a little bat.
Yep.
Because at the end,
and it's more cost effective.
Yeah. Because then at least the shooter won't get in.
Unless you're getting your rocks for free outside, then it's more cost effective.
So, and Jake just put out made a good comment. That would be my fear, is a teacher using that weapon on the job. I know I was a little shit. Like we've always said, I was a little shit back then. I can say one of my teachers like, I was and shoved us up your asshole.
Well, I said the other day that I had a teacher throw an eraser at me because I was acting up in class. And so if he had a metal bat, I might have come away with some brain damage in that class.
He's going to respect his authority, goddammit.
All right, you're failed as a superintendent.
I'm just saying, man, that seems like...
You're full screen on me. I forgot who was
No,
first.
man, I was just gonna say, and that guy, that kind of seems like a mafioso mentality, right? Just take the bats to the kneecaps, man.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah. So here's the best thing that came out of Alex Jones's channel in a while.
Damn it, man! What the fuck? Fuck! Is there nobody fucking pure in this goddamn fucking world? See, now I'm
fuck this chair
right now. Syria fought Al Qaeda, they fought ISIS, they fought it all, and now you got Mattis and fucking all these people shitting all over us, and the goddamn fucking liberal fascists censoring us everywhere the last 2 days. We did an emergency fucking 36-hour podcast.
How are you blaming liberals for this? If those fucking liberals hadn't tried to dig up shit on Trump, then this would have never happened.
I think he just realized he hadn't said liberal fascist in a few seconds and was like,
God damn these people, I hate that they're doing this, and that liberal fascist.
God damn it, Trump, why are you going to man?
Those liberal fascists, they're turning the frogs gay, don't anybody know it?
That's a pretty good impression.
Yeah.
I'm digging it.
Stop this shit that could lead to World War III, and you fucking liberal pieces of fucking shit.
All right, so it's the liberals' fault because your channel got flagged for some of the crazy ass shit that you said. So your 36-hour thing would have stopped Trump from firing missiles on Syria.
Yeah. It makes no sense.
Hey, you know what? I'll go out on a limb here and say it might have been possible. I mean, there's a possibility that he took advice from Fox and Friends. There's that. And he does. They've said on occasion that Trump has watched InfoWars.
And
well,
Trump
yeah,
he
he thanked Alex Jones after the election for his support.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me sick. I didn't hear that.
You were just too late, Alex. That's all it was, man. We know you're out here trying to do best by us actual living, breathing human beings against these reptilians.
Yeah, he called Alex Jones a reputable news source that helped him.
Oh. That's about to prolapse my anus.
400-pound goblin fucking demon. Support this. Fuck you. You fucking goddamn degenerate fucks. And fucking Mueller and fucking Comey and fuck you.
And fuck your grandma.
Major analyst. See, I shouldn't even be on there right now.
Fuck your mama.
Every analyst.
Fuck your sister.
Most of all, fuck you.
The Russians were the good guys battling ISIS and Al Qaeda. I'm not a Russophile. I've never been to Russia. But I've studied the geopolitics. They are the white knights. And our military 5 years ago joining the Russians to block Obama and the Arab Spring and do the right thing, did the right thing. And now Mattis. And Mattis looks like a fucking Emperor Palpatine.
I am the Senate.
Can I just say he's going, fuck these people, fuck this, fuck this, fuck. And he's on Christian radio. like Alex Jones is played on the Christian conservative radio stations around the U.S. And they're like, yeah, he's a good guy. We like him.
81% of evangelicals for Trump, man. You shocked?
Fuck!
It's turning into the Iron Sheik.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
When I was growing up in Rockwall, Texas, at that time, the richest county in Texas,
they turned on frogs.
A bedroom community of Dallas. And
I was raped by a frog.
Some hot 17-year-old when I was like 13 or 14 really wanted to date me. And I'd drive out to some big old mansion of theirs. And I mean real mansions, helicopter pads, private landing fields, you name it. God almighty, at the third or fourth time I'd been with them, they'd tell me, by the way, we worship this God, and we want you to come to this event. We want you to engage in this activity because Lucifer.
Who would have thought that somewhere in America you might run into somebody that has a different religion than you? How? Whoa. Even in Texas. Jesus Christ.
That's what makes it unbelievable in Texas.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, especially 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So to sum up where we're at in this story so far, Alex is a 13-year-old being propositioned by 17-year-old girls because they're trying to get him to join a cult or something. I mean, is that where we're at here?
I guess. I have no idea.
Just give him the D and then never join.
It's totally acceptable.
God. Yeah. And, you know, I told people those stories when I first got on air 20 years ago, and it kind of sounded a little bit hokey, but now you see it all in the mainstream media, and there's a spiritual component to this. It's not a power trip. They knew interdimensionally, because believe me, they weren't trying to get the average person to go do that. Everybody thought, like, why are you dating the head cheerleader or the head senior when you're a freshman in high school?
Yeah.
He's John fucking Connor.
He's such a fucking liar.
We already knew this, but this,
everything he says is a lie.
Oh, Alex, if you want to leave, yeah.
And when I had an 8-inch cock, and I had these girls, and I was like, take the tip, and they were like, well, only if you'll worship Satan. I was like, no, I'm not worshiping Satan.
That's the end of the story.
Little did we know this motherfucker's been banging bitches in mansions 30 years ago. What a fucking man.
Fuck.
Not
so much you can take.
Story, a parenting alert about a popular video.
All right, so Vigilant Christian is back. I'm gonna skip through this because this is talking about Fortnite and all that shit and
Fortnite. From the devil now.
Yeah. So Vigilant Christian's got to talk to us, guys, about Fortnite.
More social
you know what? I can kind of see where he may be going with this.
All right, hey everyone, it's TVC Mario.
The first thing you do is fall from grace. You know, right out of the sky. You come back down to earth to have dominion over it. You know, you're Satan in this game, guys. Come on, open your eyes.
I fucking love how he's got Drake in this just randomly. We want to talk about Fortnite, but I'm gonna put Drake in here.
Who's this other guy?
I have no idea.
Another edition of Parents We Need to Talk About, a video series that I've designed for you mom and dad, to help you when it comes to figuring out what negative influences could be leading your kids
astray. He didn't quite know how to spell a boot.
Now, if you haven't seen the previous videos that I've done in this series, I'll leave them linked up in the description section and highly recommend that you check them out. Now, in this video here today, we're going to be talking about, right now, the most popular video game. It's so popular, it's called Fortnite. You may have heard recently.
It's so popular that they named it Fortnite. It wasn't named Fortnite before it became popular.
That's how we put it.
Well, before we became Fortnite, it was called PUBG.
Yeah. But then it got popular.
Now PUBG suing the fuck out of them. So.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just got my wife. I haven't really played it too much. It's okay. I just can't get into it. I like the story better. She sends me a message that PUBG is fucking suing the shit out of Fortnite. So, I can see where they're kind of related.
It's definitely one of those games either you're going to be into or you're not. Like, I tried so many times to play it, and I just never made it more than a few minutes.
It's actually more than just related. The people who made the code to make PUBG then went, after they gave the code over, they then went and made Fortnite. So it's basically based around the same coding. And that's part of the big issue that they're wanting to sue over.
You might want to play Fortnite while you can. Well, the servers are down, so you can play the other part. Fortnite's gonna be gone.
There was even rapper Drake and Twitch streamer Ninja. They did a live stream together, and there was over 600,000 people watching them play this video game live, which broke records. And this is a really big thing to the kids. So I want to start off just by
of course, any video game is going to be
for you, Mom and
Dad. I mean, it broke records because
Fortnite
fucking Drake was playing, probably.
Twitch streaming trend that's taking place right now is huge, and a lot of kids are getting swept up into it. I'm sure there's going to be another trend later on down the road, a new video game, a new something that's going to come and sweep them up and cause the same.
And then I'll have to say it's of Satan.
Exactly. Anything that's popular that comes out, Satan done it.
He did this shit with Pokemon.
Did he?
He did like an extensive video series on Pokemon, if I'm not mistaken, on like the cards, the games, the whole culture behind it. I mean, he's done everything: the South Park, The Simpsons, Family Guy, any kind of show or video game. Or, I mean, musical, any kind of musical act, he's probably already made a video stating in some shape, way, form, or fashion that they're satanic. So, my question is, like, what do you do, Mario? Do you, like, how do you entertain yourself?
You know what? Any kid that needs more than just the good book to entertain themselves, they're a follower of Satan.
That is true. Thank you for clarifying that.
You want us to know?
No.
Addicted to weed.
He'll do it, and then he'll come on camera and cry about the shit for 30 minutes.
That's pretty much how I react to weed.
Yeah, but for now, this is the one that's successfully grabbing their attention and consuming their time. So I don't fully agree. I just want to state with the interpretation that we just heard in that news broadcast.
Oh my God, you're so fucking boring. Get the fuck off.
Flight boss, bitch, for sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Antares Moon, Flight boss, the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities.
Responsibilities. Love that.
Fortnite will lead your children to black people.
Damn it, Mario. He knew before any of us.
All right, so this video is called "What is Christ Consciousness?" So he's going to tell us.
Right now, what is Christ consciousness? What is Christ? See, I want y'all to pay attention to something. Y'all got a lot of people who teach a lot of things on the internet, right? And when you come across my videos, y'all see the information I know, but then y'all see it's certain things I don't talk about. It's for a reason, because see, when you're looking at Christ consciousness, right? Reason why I don't ever talk about this is because there's a lot of there's a thin line.
Because it's made up bullshit. I mean, but that hasn't stopped you in the past.
You know who I want to go to for my spiritual needs? Someone who prints out everything in black and white and puts it on their wall.
For sure.
Between things. See, I like to talk about things how it is what it is. Like things are what they are. Then you have a lot of people who are in indoctrinations. They are in different forms of indoctrinations. You have people who are indoctrinated with forms of trying to teach others how to get out of indoctrinations. That's a form of indoctrination. You have people who are in type of...
Really? What?
What? How is that indoctrination?
I've been indoctrinated to unindoctrinate you. Okay.
The indoctrination of unindoctrination.
Hell yeah.
will indoctrinate you with the doctrine.
That does say air behind
Indoctrination,
him, by the way.
Inception.
His name is Dilo the Pilot. Man.
Yeah, that guy.
Well, if he's a pilot, then I trust him a little more.
Religious
Let's hope the captain goes
indoctrinations
down
that
with
only
that-
see things
that
in a
shit,
religious
so to speak.
aspect. So when they hear certain stories, they try to tell you what that story meant and try to make you think that you don't know. And then you're gonna have a bunch of people.
Isn't that what
who
you're
hear the
doing right
term-
now?
I'm just stuck on him being a pilot. So this is like he's in the cockpit and you're getting ready to take off and you hear over the loudspeaker, all right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to have the crash consciousness and something is going to take us off. And we're going to do this because you indoctrinated and yo.
He just flips the switch on and goes, flight bolts, bish, for sure.
That's when I start doing this.
That's when
Hail
you-
Mary, son.
That's when you that's when you do whatever you can to get drug off that plane.
You're like bomb.
I'll take a finger to the bunghole to get out of this situation. At least I'll live.
I'm about as fat as Kevin Smith, so can I be escorted off here at any point? I mean,
Yeah.
I take up 2 seats.
Excuse me, good people. I am large enough that I should have bought 2 seats. I only bought 1. Take me off of here.
Oh, shit.
Terms Christ consciousness and try to give you some science behind how to reach it. Don't listen to none of these people, okay? Because this is the reason why you're confused in the first place. My channel is about it is what it is. So when you look,
That's great philosophy to live by. It is what it is.
But sometimes it don't be like that. You always have
It
to
don't be
make
what it
sure.
won't be.
look at as Archangel Uriel as a spirit. When I look at Christ consciousness, this is what Christ consciousness is. When you look at consciousness, consciousness is just how your spirit see. Same way how you can physically see.
I'm starting to question if he's conscious, honestly, at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were a couple of videos that I was going to pull. I don't know if I got either one of them to you in time, but they were about people smoking themselves unconscious.
Oh, okay.
I think one of the videos made it in anyway because we're watching it.
See something, you're realizing something is your conscious. So a conscious isn't something like how people trying to say it is. A conscious ain't something that's out there like a spirit. A conscious is you got actions, right? So you can physically see other people's actions with your eyes. Conscious is your spiritual actions, how you act on the spirit. So it's what you're conscious.
No, sweetheart, not at all. Quite to the
Consciousness,
contrary.
it's not out there. It's not like a spirit. It is your spirit. Okay.
Thanks, buh.
Yeah, I think that's all I can take it up because
You're the best.
We can't have social justice.
All right, before I start this, Harry Jackson says Black Lives Matters can't achieve justice because there are lesbians involved. I just figured I'll throw that title out there.
Obviously, right? Yeah. It's self-explanatory, isn't it?
We need biblical justice.
Yes.
Now you got to hear this final word.
Okay.
The superheroes, it's all about vigilanteism.
Oh, don't go that route.
You think about it this way, Batman was a vigilante.
Don't go that route.
They had to run when the police came, right? They're enforcing law according to their standards. Hold on to your seat.
Okay.
The KKK was a vigilante group. So it matters
Holy
whose
shit.
allegiance or who...
Batman is just as bad as the plan, is what I'm saying. They called him Dark Knight. Now, if that ain't racist, I don't know what the fuck is.
Oh, fuck.
Whose definition of justice you're going to use to bring justice to the culture.
Okay.
It matters that Black Lives Matter has at the head a few lesbians who are against the patriarchal society. You see, black people can say this. White folks, you have a hard time saying this about Black Lives Matter.
Right. No.
See, Black Lives Matter is true, the fact that there does need to be a value of human life, but by destroying biblical foundations, you can never arrive at God's justice.
That's it.
You gotta do it God's way.
I see it.
I would just like to say that I would respect the KKK way more, but there is some butt sex involved in that, and you can't respect them now. And what does that even mean? Because there's lesbians involved, you can't respect the movement?
Anytime lesbians are involved, it's just bound to fail, you know? God's gonna look at that and be like, nope, carpet munchers, I don't fucking think so.
Well, it's because they've gotten around the curse. You know, the curse on woman was painful childbirth, and lesbians don't have to go through that. So they're obviously evil.
Damn.
I'll be damned if you're going to sit there and scissor sister each other and continue this Black Lives Matter movement. God damn it. There's no fucking way.
Tess, okay, this isn't in the top.
All right, so this guy was brought to my attention a couple days ago. Lord Stephen Christ apparently has a message for Reds Rhetoric, who Red's been on a channel. You know, everybody knows about the pig story.
Blueprints.
Yeah.
Topic I'm discussing here is Reds Rhetoric. Now, Reds Rhetoric, obviously, you know, he's been battling flat earthers as a heathen.
Does he want to rape Red?
He does not want to talk about me.
Red, listen to my seductive voice. I am your lord, and I want to get you into my bed.
Red. I just want to bust all kinds of nuts on you. Open up your booty for me. This is fucked.
Concave Earth, I asked him to debate him formally, like about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, and he just like totally ignored me. But you need to understand the history between myself and Reds Rhetoric.
Oh, please, more of this guy on every episode. Oh.
Before he was Reds Rhetoric, he was Redline V8, and he was in a lot of atheist forums, and he would talk about me. And see, this one particular video that I'm going to play here is, I just uploaded it again, but he brings me up. You see, this is an issue for him. I am an issue for him. I'm the main issue for him. Because, you know, he wants to believe in a God, like the driving video showed. Like he's seeking, but he doesn't want to accept the fact that I am God, that I'm with him. You know, seemingly equal on it.
It puts the lotions on his can, or it gets toes again.
So this is basically what he's doing. I don't want to talk about Red Rhetoric.
He had to have his mouth on something while he was talking about him. That's for goddamn sure.
At equal level here, you know, debating using science and logic to debate. I'm actually done debating. That was back then. I'm talking. That was that dispensation.
Science and logic for someone that calls him Lord Stephen Christ, right?
I came here to suck dick and
it's
debate,
logical and reasonable to
debating.
believe that my model of the Earth, the concavity of the Earth, is the most logical, sensible, intelligent model there is, because it makes so much sense, and it
He is coming close to coming right now.
Concave Earth. Oh shit! Too early.
Totally destroys all the other
normal.
possibilities or the mysteries in all the models. Like I just showed you with the tides, with the quadrupole happening with the tides. There's no other way you can explain that anything is such a model. And the cosmic rays.
What the fuck? Dude, I'm actually kind of scared now.
Like,
this is the type. This is that kind of video you don't watch like late at night with the lights off, you know?
Yeah. I would rather play Paranormal Activity VR than watch this one.
Yeah, this guy actually exists.
If you say Lord Stephen Christ in front of a mirror 3 times at night, he'll appear. And he'll suck your dick. I'm just telling you.
For a buffalo nickel.
You gotta love how really fast he said "cookie perf," like he just jizzed in his pants again.
With the tides, there's no other way you can explain that anything is such a model.
That was the cum moment. I told you it was coming.
Such a model.
We all know, when you rub the head just right and you kind of get that jerk motion, that's what's going on there in those specific parts.
I really just wanted to bring this guy on so we can laugh at him. It doesn't make any fucking points whatsoever. Basically, it's just like him saying reason why Red ran over the 3 pigs is because he didn't believe in him or something like that, that he's not his lord. I don't know. I just wanted to play the video and just have a little laugh or something. So I couldn't figure to put him in crazy people or cringe zone, whatever. It worked. Works either way.
Crazy people. To clarify,
he will be on our channel more. He's our Rain replacement until she does something else.
Yeah, Rain. If by some chance you're watching, you got to give us some more content. We're starting. It's going to be a drought without Rain.
It actually makes sense if he's your Rain replacement. When he sped up, that was when the chili pepper burst open in his ass.
One seed was lost forever in his anus.
Which I got a funny story about Vaughn in a second. We'll talk about real quick. Alright, so Von Helton's back on. If you don't know who Von Helton is, just simply look up the Von Helton Show or just type Von in. You'll find him.
Yeah, you'll probably find
us first.
That's the first thing you'll see. Yeah, is that fucking catastrophe.
Just watch the first half. After we're kind of done, don't watch the rest of it. Well, some of it was pretty good, but some of it was not.
Don't watch shit unless we were in it.
But Von's been off the internet for a while. I think close to 3 to 4, maybe 5 months. I'm not exactly sure. I lost count. I haven't really kept up with him since we stopped playing his videos.
Been nice.
Yeah. And he's still not on YouTube. And I think he's on BitChute. I'm not sure. But I think his internet wasn't paid, so he couldn't get on. Finally gets back on. Finally gets back on his hey Caitlin. Finally gets back on his fucking Facebook. He gets his Facebook. He gets banned off of Facebook like in 2 days.
Yeah, less than 3 days. He was already banned.
Fuck, dude, that was funny. I thought it was at least.
Of course it is. It's fun.
So yeah. So, here we go.
Already got 11 points in the first quarter.
See that shit? I didn't worry
Oh,
about
you
that.
did get it.
Yeah, I got it.
Fucking 20.
Awesome.
Dude, get at it. You've been playing the guy 2 seasons already.
1. Almost done. 7.
You played the whole season with the NBA.
Is he sneezing?
I had half the season.
This is called the elevator.
Oh, Garcia, you suck.
You gotta hold it in, dude.
Hey, you did. Oh, me?
You gotta hold it in like 20 seconds.
Oh, you got Williams, man. You're gonna get burned.
Do it right, pussy. Alright, here he goes.
You know what it is, man.
And he's down. God damn.
Oh man, good times. Good times.
That's all right.
I've almost coughed myself into unconsciousness before. I will admit that, but I've never anything quite that devastating.
Yeah, I've almost called myself sick before, but I haven't passed out or anything. So, damn.
My experience with weed is I would just ask people.
Talking over this, so it does. Okay.
So my experience with weed is just basically I smoke it and then I ask a lot of people, "Am I breathing?"
Yeah, it usually happens. So, just depends on what strain you smoke, I think.
You're watching how I act right now. Pre-show ritual.
Turn on right now. Hey, is the safety on that thing, man?
This dude's just waving a gun inside a radio studio.
That seems good.
Okay, this is a first.
Is anyone going to say anything?
Please start the camera.
Camera rolling?
The camera's rolling. The camera's rolling. All right, you can say whatever you want, whatever on the show. I wouldn't pull the gun out, and I don't feel comfortable having a gun in the studio. You can put it. No, not in here.
5.
Does a gun make that noise?
Why would you make yourself a target like that? Like, I never understood why you would, like, go onto something that's, you know, publicated to, you know, probably a lot of people if you have this kind of setup.
Look at all that
And
money.
flash around money and a gun. It's like, I don't know, it just doesn't seem very smart to me as far as people coming after you.
Yeah.
And a whole lot more dumb to do this in a radio studio, I imagine. They have security.
Yeah, newer rappers, some of them are pretty good. Some of the underground people who, like Hops and, you know, they haven't been getting noticed at all, but, you know, had their own little following. The rest of them,
dude,
really fucking stupid.
Dude, the SoundCloud mumble rappers are winning out the popularity contest, and they're taking over the genre.
They are.
It's awful. Like, I'm not a huge fan of rap, but like, you look at the era of like '90s rap, and I mean like mid to late '90s rap, and then you look at like the current state, it's fucking atrocious.
Yeah.
I don't. It's like, look how cool I am. It's like he's got to show it. It's like, look, I got a gun too. See, bam, oh shit.
Come on, let's scoot over a little bit. Boom. Let's get started.
What kind of fucking name is Bunk? That's that noise that guy made when he fell over. Bunk. That's not a fucking name for a rapper.
Bunk.
That's lazy as fuck.
I'm just shocked he didn't put Lil before it.
I mean, you got stuff like Tupac, Biggie. Biggie's not like, you know, but, you know, for his size, that's what the name. You got 50 Cent, Eminem, Dr. Dre, all these nice names, you know, for rappers. Here comes Bunk. Like, get the fuck off the stage, Bunk. Fuck off, man.
Bunk with his hit song, Thunk.
All he goes is,
It's a loose remake of Nuck If You Buck.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me.
You're gonna have to forgive the background.
I put him in cringe because it's more cringy because of the title. He says, "Ew, gay people." I could just imagine. I can imagine True doing, you know, like, "Oh my god," you know, kind of thing. So,
it's True. This is like what, maybe the second time we've ever had a True Empiricism video on the show.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't had him a whole lot. I mean, I think we try to just stay away from him because of obvious fucking reasons. But here he is. This one's called "Ill Gay People."
Yeah.
You know, we're in some quality content here.
Kermit the Frog here. Deborah, no. We were talking about homosexuality, and there was some talk after the hangout that I was in. So I figured I'd make this video offering my 2
So
cents.
after the hangout, he and G-Man privately discussed the topic of homosexuality together.
So,
do I need to say anything else? Like,
look, we got it before he took it off, okay?
I think that
before he pulled it
at the
out.
same time, all sin is sin before God. So my approach to anyone that is gay would not be in the sense that, you know, how you know, we see the Westboro Baptist Church approaching gays, and God hates fags.
Hey.
My approach would be Jesus Christ's approach, that he that be without sin will cast the first stone, as he lunged over and going on the ground.
I'm surprised he's not shirtless. I think he's at work. Not sure.
Okay, so
where
like,
the fuck he's at.
Can you see the like conflicting idea here of, you know, yeah, sure, let he who was without sin cast the first stone. But gay people, yeah, they should be stoned. You see, there's like a conflicting messages here. Sure.
All I know is there's a shift manager that is really pissed off that someone's not manning the register.
What does your paycheck say, son? Target. Well, your target's that goddamn register.
One thing I want to know real quick, and this has probably been like talked about. I don't think he ever watches us. I know he knows about us because I triggered him in one of his live streams before, and coincidentally, when he was proven wrong in the live stream many times, he took the live stream down. But he, I totally forgot where I was going with this. Fuck. What was in that beer?
That's okay. I wasn't listening anyway.
Sure. Fuck it. No one does.
Anyway, for those of you who missed it, True Empiricism and G-Man privately discuss homosexuality at all fair hangouts.
All you had to do is say G-Man.
There you go.
G-Man keeps picking on people for having long fucking hair. Ronnie has long fucking hair, and that's G-Man's best buddy. So, no, I'm not high, unfortunately. I haven't been high for a while. But how can you pick on people? Because he was in a stream not too long ago where he was talking to Hebrew Israelites, and the atheist came up, started bantering him. The guy had long hair. And he was like, what'd he say? You need to cut that hair. You ain't supposed to have long hair. You're a guy. And I'm like, your friend has fucking long hair, right?
What's your address? What is your address? I want it right now.
Well, we know what they're talking about when the video goes off, so maybe it's not really considered long hair, but more of a handle.
The reins on the saddle.
Yeah, hell boy.
Yeah.
So I think that what the problem is that a lot of people in the media and a lot of people, in certain television programs and so on, they've presented this picture in people's minds that if you are speaking out against homosexuality or if you don't approve of the practicing of homosexuality, that you are somehow
for fuck's sakes, put music to your videos or something. Jesus Christ.
It doesn't fucking matter if you approve of it, True. Completely inconsequential to any person who is homosexual, whether you approve or not. Honestly, who could fucking care less whether you approve of someone else's lifestyle or not? The key terms, I guess, in there being someone else's.
As if they're not coming up to you and trying to fondle your butthole and give you a rim job, you shouldn't have to worry about it because they're not interested in you.
Sounds like a good time, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Mrs. Snarky's in the chat, and she knows my feelings on that.
Everything's better with a thumb in the butt.
That's right.
But true, I don't think you fucking watch the show, but why is it any of your fucking business? Just let the people do what they want. If they're gonna go to hell, they're gonna go to hell. If they're not, there's exactly no hell. But I mean,
more room to suck on God's wiener for you.
Yeah, exactly. So
you'll get the money shot sooner. Less people there, you see.
We are to hate the sin, but love
was this guy out on Dances with the Wolves?
Christ himself didn't come to came for the. We all know the verse. It's one of the most popular verses, especially here in the States. For God so loved the world that he sent his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. For God not sent his Son.
I might not want to do that. That's getting me in trouble every fucking time I said it.
Last time you did that, someone threatened to shoot me.
Not really making fun, but first person, I thought he was trying to sound smart, so he sounded stupid, but no, he had other issues, and I was like, oh, my bad. Then the other guy, he really did have stuttering problems. I was going, we were making fun of it. I thought he just couldn't think of the words to say. No, he actually had a stuttering problem, so I shouldn't do that anymore. I should learn. And yes, that other guy tried to threaten to shoot Brand. So
you apologized, and he was like, I'm coming to kill Brand. What?
Why would he kill you?
I don't know. He felt betrayed. Like he thought we were friends, and I'm like, dude, I barely know you, and all we did was discuss how you're. Like, I mean, literally, there was like that one thing about the stutter. Like, if if that was his issue, he should have been like, hey, seriously, don't do that. That's not cool. And we would have been like, yeah, sure, fine. You know, our bad. It was a mistake. But no, it went fucking insane to the fact where he's like, you know, talking shit about our families and shit. I hate, you know, take the Brett Keane angle here, but I mean, we laughed the guy off, but you know, eventually he went away. I never got stutter shot.
A new survey finds that a third of young millennials are not convinced the Earth is round. A national poll found that 18 to 24-year-olds are the largest group in the country who believe the Earth could
I try
be
so hard
flat.
to take up for
It seems
millennials.
the older you get, the more you believe the Earth is round, jumping
I'm
from
done.
76% of adults ages 25 to 34, 82% of adults 35 to 44, 85% of adults 45 to 54, and 94% of adults 55 and over. Income also.
This makes me depressed.
Oh.
It's spreading.
Oh.
It's spreading.
Like herpes. That's fucking disheartening. Like I can't even honestly say anything jovial about that. That's just disheartening as fuck.
It's very sad, but does it really, like, I'll be on YouTube looking at videos to respond to and things like that, and I'll come across a flat earth video and it has like 200,000 views, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah.
So
it's true on our channel as well. Our most watched video on this channel is a flat earth debate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know why, but for some reason it's a very interesting topic apparently.
It is. I don't know, yeah.
You'd think that one would have been put to bed already, but nope.
Pizza delivery driver in Des Moines has been fired for urinating on the customer's doorstep. The woman ordered a pizza last Thursday night with a credit card and did not tip the driver. She then found urine on her doorstep and alerted the apartment complex. After management reviewed security tapes, their suspicions were confirmed.
Sets down his pizza bag
Okay.
and walks back up.
hold on just a second. I gotta say something. This is actually, being from Iowa, it's a common practice for your pizza delivery driver to piss on your doorstep. It's that extra special way to tell us they care.
I'm going to have to side with the fucking pizza guy here. I really am. It's
Yeah.
shitty that he pissed on the door, but I'm going to have to side with the pizza guy for the sheer fact that she didn't tip him. And these people, like, I don't know how what pizza chain he goes to or he works from, but I know I worked for a company that did deliveries. When you're in store, you made, you know, what you're supposed to do. When you were out on deliveries, you made less. So you try to get in and out fast. But, yeah, again, you make, like, I made like $2 out on delivering. It was supposed to make that up with tips. There was some days I didn't get tips, and I felt like pissing on somebody's fucking doors. Like, motherfucker, I wasted my gas, I used my car and my oil and everything. Yeah. So I'm going to have to take a side.
I've never worked in, like, you know, the service industry as far as, you know, waiting and things of that nature. But I do have a general affinity to want to tip these people because, I mean, especially like waiters and waitresses, they get completely shat on.
Yeah, they do. So, good to you, dude. Piss on their door. Because I always tip, because I know how bad it feels. Even if I don't have, like, as much as I want, I will scrounge up change, and that motherfucker will have quarters out the ass. But he will get tipped. So.
And speaking of piss, I can actually share a personal story of mine with you. I like how this is starting. I lived in Des Moines for a while, and I lived in an apartment complex, and we all had a certain set parking spot. Well, this one lady had a boyfriend who would come over, and he would park his car sideways, taking up 3 spots.
Oh, fuck
and
that, dude.
He did this consistently, and it just pissed me off so bad. So one day I got off of work, and it was like 2 a.m. when I got home, and there he is parked sideways right through my spot. And so I have to go and find another place to park. So I find my place to park. I walk back across the lot, and I piss on his door handle.
That's fucking great.
That's good shit. that's a total deserved case.
Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly.
Did you get to watch the guy at all? Like watch
I
him just
didn't
grab
get
the
to
door
see
handle?
him, but I didn't need to see it. I knew it happened later on when he walked down.
Yeah, that's gratifying enough. So yeah.
And I hoped he went to like McDonald's right after and grabbed a burger and
just got ketchup on his fingers.
Exactly.
Would you like a chocolate covered pretzel? Oh fuck.
You piss finger licking double parking motherfucker.
All right. There's so many jokes you can make on this.
And I'm gonna.
About putting pops in a. Oh my god.
This is supposed to be a protest, by the way.
Yeah. All right, so we'll watch it from again. Oh my god.
Hey! Women's lives matter! Hey!
Bill Cosby. Okay, so can we just go ahead and say it? She's the first woman in many a year to run at Bill Cosby topless. Just admit that. Run right
she
into
got
an
his
ether
pudding
rag.
pop all.
The pudding. Like, because he was kind of sitting there, kind of like looking down towards her, and you just kind of wonder, do we got a pudding pop in there? We can give this guy.
Dude, they zoom in on his face here in a minute, and it's priceless. He's smiling.
He's thinking, and the ladies with the boobies, and she came out and.
Oh man.
He's blind, but he saw that.
Was blind, but now he sees.
Oh,
dude, she's seriously some roofling away from a bad time.
Bill Cosby saw some jigglers.
Some jello
The world anchor getting swatted.
All right, we're not gonna watch it all, but we do have top 10 gamers swatted on live stream. This is a dangerous fucking thing, but it is kind of funny to watch when it happens. So we'll watch it for a little bit.
Top 10 gamers swatted on live stream. Number 10. A Call of Duty video gamer gets swatted when somebody calls 911 on his family.
You're making me mad. I'm gonna shoot my mom and blow up the building.
Someone on Skype posed as Curtis or
Dude,
Phase
Call of
30
Duty
and
is
called
serious
911.
business.
It is. It's God. It's like. That's why I don't play Call of Duty.
Dude, I'll tell you though, there aren't many games that achieve a certain level of popularity these days that don't have a toxic ass community.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th. Well, that toxic.
Dead by Daylight, Friday the 13th, even Fortnite. I mean, it's almost impossible. GTA.
Do you have any balls yet? Like, you have your balls dropped yet, kid?
The squeakers. You gotta love the squeakers that find their way into the lobby.
Yeah. I fucked all your mothers.
One saying he planned to kill his whole family, triggering a full-on law enforcement response, a prank known as swatting.
And the big sheriff guy comes over and he's like, "Who's Curtis?" And like when he said that, I was just like,
"Well."
Speaking of Friday the 13th, we found Chad.
Swatted. What in the world?
Put your hands up! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Poor kid.
Put your hands behind your back.
Guy, whatever.
Put your hands on your back! Put your hands on your back. Do it now.
Don't you fucking move. You hear me, boy? What's your name?
That's how you treat a suspect.
What the hell?
Stand up. Separate your feet.
Like, okay, in my day and age, when you got pissed off at the guy that, and I'm old, I'm saying my day and age, when you got pissed off at the guy that was looking at your side of the screen playing GoldenEye, you just the nuts. You didn't call the cops.
You just unplug their controller.
Yeah, exactly.
One shot with the golden gun, they're fucking gone.
It's why when you're being much yelling.
It's like, oh shit.
Oh my god!
His microphone was muted shortly after this, but this is another case
That
of
would
a streamer
probably be
being
more along the
swatted
lines of
live
my
where
reaction.
the swatter is actually watching him being swatted live and probably laughing. So I think that's really messed up, and I don't know why they put him in handcuffs.
Is he wearing a green shirt?
I don't know.
Oh,
Are you
Mom is
kidding
gonna
me?
be so mad.
Who the hell did this? Seriously, who the hell did this? This is not cool. Why would you guys do this? Like, are you kidding me?
How's
This
that
is
sure
actually
was that?
happening? I'll be right back.
What
So,
the-
This is what I'm working with. And
Okay, that was boring.
just there.
$1 from the $1.
And
You gotta look
what
over
they
that
just- what they
super
just
chat.
did- You know what I mean? So,
What?
I mean, I'm broadcasting to like 1,200.
$1 from F the
What the hell?
Coming straight from the underground. A young gamer got it bad because he sniped.
People. And that's.
They smoke up on hear something. Yeah, dude, you're
One
right.
raptor death.
Going mini? Where's the bomb?
I'm holding mini peek.
You know, this
Sounds
would
like
make
you.
for a hell of a stream, though.
Yeah.
I mean, not to be a douchebag and condone this, I don't, but like you said earlier, if it's already happened, I mean, fuck, you might as well sit back and watch the fireworks.
True.
But my question is, how long until, or has it already happened, where the cops just come in guns ablazing and kill innocent people?
Exactly.
It's already happened.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it
sweet.
did. It did. We covered it actually.
Yeah.
Take it.
Oh fuck yeah, yeah. This is the swatting, same thing. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, this is a big thing, and hate that it is, but
I like
think
how
it's
that dude
done,
just ran away. He didn't do shit, but he still ran away.
like fuck
Like
this
what-
shit.
It's that fight or flight mentality.
Running towards or away from the police is not generally a good idea.
No.
Not gonna win you any favor with him.
So yeah. Again, I'm not gonna go through this, but that's pretty much all the videos that we have today. So, guys, you want to shell out your channel? We have his link down below in the description section if you want to go check him out. Puts out great shit. I think we're actually going to be doing a recording not too long ago with him, and we'll be on his channel.
Yeah.
So, take it away, man.
Well, yeah, I'm the Godless Iowan. I'm a former Pentecostal minister of about 10 years. I left the faith. I became an atheist. And then for some stupid reason, I made a YouTube channel. So if you want to learn more about maybe the Pentecostal faith, or I put out some funny videos as well, Hammy the Clown and response videos. But basically, just subscribe. Check me out, and please don't swat me.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Get on the ground.
So,
And yeah, the Geek Room will be on the Pentecostal Atheist Bible Study in a couple of weeks. We'll be recording it, I think, in the next week. And Godless Engineer, or Godless Cranium, Godless Cranium is going to be next week's episode as well. So, yeah, it's pretty fun. It's not really a Bible study. It's more just a riff, but we mix in some of the Bible.
call out the bullshit.
Yes. Lots of blowjob and butt stuff.
Fuck
so it's
yes.
a good time had by all.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to let Brand shell us out while I get ready for the outro.
Yeah. Well, first off, I would like to thank the Godless Iowan for being on with us this evening.
Thank you for having me.
You've been awesome, dude. You're like, we always talk about the guests that we can have on, that we can, kind of create that vibe with and bounce things off of one another, in a sexual way as well. But yeah, you're definitely one of those. I've enjoyed having you on, man.
Awesome.
So I guess with that said, guys, I want to thank everyone who's joined us in the live chat. Even though it didn't go unnoticed, Steve and Kyle, that you guys went live while we were live. Anyway, so yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. If you haven't already, Leave us one of these if you enjoyed the show. Also, feel free to share out the video, share out the channel. Just a simple click sharing to your social media account can help so much. If you haven't already, please click subscribe and ring our notification bell. That way, hopefully, Google will get off their ass and let you guys know when we upload or go live.
About an hour after we stopped.
Yeah. Also, guys, thank you to all of our sponsors. All of their channels are linked down below in the description. Our P.O. Box address, which, once again, I have to reiterate, scares the living fuck out of me. That is down below. That's P.O. Box, The Geek Room, 4359 Wade Hampton Boulevard, Taylor's, South Carolina, 29687.
Send us all the dicks.
All of them.
Sorry.
Yeah. Also, guys, thanks to our patrons. Those are listed down below as well. You guys are fucking awesome. All of our, what we consider friends of the show and under sub channels, those are all linked down below as well as a myriad of ways to support the podcast, whether it be on Patreon, live here on Streamlabs, our merch at Teesprings, or donations at PayPal. As we indicated earlier, right now, all of that is going to an epic episode 100 of Let's Riff YouTube coming up in January.
January 12th.
Exactly. And as always, guys, our affiliate links are down below. You guys know how that works, and all of our social media links as well. So, once again, thank you to Godless Iowan, and thank you all for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Yes. So,
Anytime,
guys, post show will be in about 10 minutes. It's going to be a quick one, and I'll explain why. But we will see you guys in a minute. Give me all the dicks.
I'm kind of jealous. I want to have private off-air conversations with True about gayness.
Yes.
We can talk about, are you feeling a little aroused after having me on the show?